Hello friends, how you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a good day, a good weekend, and had a good Thanksgiving. I did have a very nice Thanksgiving. So I'm here today to do a finished flip through of this journal that I made from it was by request, and it's made from a Gooseberry Patch cookbook. So it has this pretty ribbon closure here that I picked up this ribbon and it went so well with this particular journal, but that's why I use it here. But I picked it up a good while ago at a thrift store. It's a very long ribbon and it has these pretty gems or pretty beads on the each end. So like, here, let me show you. There's seed beads right here, and then hanging down are pretty strings of beads. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I found those at a thrift store. So let's untie that, and then I'll show you the rest of the cover real quick, and then we'll get started on the inside. But yeah, I used this book because it had this pretty Christmassy picture on here, and then I added a 2-inch spine and this pretty red kind of with a white little tiny polka dot there fabric, the green rickrack. I added some lace here. This tassel is fabrics, different Christmas fabrics with some wooden pieces, this is actually an ornament, has some jingle bells in there. And then the back, I added this big pocket with, you see the same green rickrack here, and this kind of off-white or ecru colored gimp trim. And then I think that's what it's called. And then this is a fabric tag that we made together on one of my Tag Tuesdays, I'm sure, with a pretty, that bow there is sewn on there. And it kind of just hangs over the pocket like that, real nice. It's got lots of jingles here. So yeah, did I say this is removable? I've got a door knocker little hanger here. This is a loose leaf ring that can be opened up and that can be easily removed. So let's get started on the inside. I've got a pocket here. Like, I put a pocket on the front and the back, inside the back cover, because there was stuff here about the author and things like that. So the scrapbook paper I used in this one is mostly from Graphic 45 paper pad that I have, plus another one that I had picked up at Tuesday morning. Both of those I got at Tuesday morning, actually, when they had scrapbook paper, when they had nice, inexpensive, you know, good deals on scrapbook paper. But here you can see I use that same trim on either side here, and the fabric on the spine on the inside, and then I added this lace here, which is partially glued down and then partially it's loose, which I like. I like it kind of flowing over here in that loose way. Right now I've got a bookmark in here, which the owner can put other things in there, but it is a tight pocket. And then there's 3 signatures, and each signature I fussy cut something out, some kind of image from an vintage Ideals magazine. So the first one here has an angel, and yeah, I fussy cut her out and put her on this scrapbook paper. There's a pocket here with a fabric tag. All my tags are usually backed with file folders so they can be written on. A little flip up, this is actually, you know, one of those little gift tags, but I love them for little journaling spots. This is a page from this book, you know, the Gooseberry Patch cookbook, with a fabric ruffle that is sewn on, and a little charm that was it this week? One of my videos this week, or in the past 2 weeks, I made some charms with these little, you know, hanging charms with these charms, the Christmas charms that I just got. And so there's one hanging here. And then this page on the other side is a flip out. It's vintage piano Christmas music. Had some writing, you know, it was used. I got it from a thrift store. So I did add some little pieces from my Graphic 45 paper here to cover up some of the writing. And I think it adds some nice color there too. And isn't it cute? You know, children's piano book. Then on this page, this is some computer stationery. You see, if you turn that sideways, usually it has a nice border for a page. Comes out really nice. And on the bottom here, I have an envelope, which is decorated with some graphic 45 pieces from my paper pads. All nothing printed or digital in here. It's all original, authentic, whatever. So here's just a piece of note paper, but it matched this paper so perfectly. So I put that in the envelope here, just by coincidence. And then the flap is over here, so it's a little flap or a tuck spot. And this is one of my wrapping paper tags that we made together. So this is from another little vintage Christmas book that I had, that I was using some pages from, a children's book. This is another piece of a type of computer stationery, I call it. It's the kind you put through your printer. And on the back, oh, let me see what I do on the back. On the back of this one, this is the other one I showed you. I sometimes coffee dye, but this I spritzed with Greene food coloring dye. So that's what that is. A little green spray. And this one, since it's blue, I use my blue spray. I keep these ready in spray bottles, so whenever I need them, I can spritz them and let them dry, and then I'm on my way. This is from another pretty little Christmas book that I had picked up in the past year, and it was really cute. It has some really nice retro pages, and I used that. This was the cover, I think, right here. So cute with a sled. And there's a little poem over here, Christmas poem. This is another computer stationery. It says Happy Holidays. This one I coffee dyed and RIT dyed. That's what the pink is. It's some RIT dye that I had. And then I can see the coffee on there too. This is like computer printer paper too, but it's the one with the track. It's one that had the track. So I folded over and made a page out of it, and then folded this part up and made a pocket here. This is a little cluster. We did not make this one together, but it's two pieces of, I think this is fabric, and then a little piece of garland here for a little bling, and it looks like it ended up looking like a little package, like a present, you know what I mean? A little gift package. So I thought that turned out cute. Here's a card here, pretty little Christmas card on this page, and in there I have a tag. There is a pocket behind here, and I put the tab on the side on purpose so it'd be a nice little place to pull out the tag, and plus it kind of sticks out on the side here as a tab. This is the center, and I have in each center I have a page from the Ideals magazine. Even like this one I had to piece together because there was picture, words, and then picture. So I cut out the words and put the two pictures together because it all belonged together, but it wasn't, it doesn't match up. But I think it still looks very beautiful. That's an idea if you're doing something like that. And then here are the charms I used. I used two of my Christmas charms in the middle of each signature on the strings. I put several tabs in here. So here's the first one. That's not on a tag, you know what I mean? This is a little piece of fabric here. This is a page where we did some stenciling together. There's one video where I did stenciling and stamping. So this is one where I used some stenciling. Another pocket here on this computer stationery that had the tracks. This is another little tag that I made out of this is a to from gift tag. It's like 3D, so it's popped up like here. A really cute one. I think, this is one that I picked up in Florida recently. And then I added some little tinsel or garland here. This was wired garland that I picked up at Dollar Tree. Actually, I was looking for a small garland, and I was at Dollar Tree and I saw this. See how it's not very big when they're very wide? That's what I wanted, exactly what I was looking for. I couldn't believe I found it at Dollar Tree. I thought I was going to have to look all over, but I found it there. And it's just a little topper for this tag. So isn't that cute to add a little bling to something? Little Santa tag that I also came with the goodies I picked up in Florida at thrift stores. So this is, this is the back half now of the first signature that we're going through. So I did hinge these papers together. So this is a little hinge. This is a scrap from the graphic 45 paper, and I made a hinge out of it. It actually matches this green on here too, so really pretty. This is sprayed green here. That's stationery. And this is the music. Here's one of our clusters. This is one with the postage stamp that we made together. That day we were making Christmas clusters. That was just this past week. And then here is, this is a wrapping paper page. I didn't mention it in the first half, but yeah, this is where we backed it with some paper. Just some vintage paper I had with lines and things to write on. And the other side is this pretty vintage wrapping paper that I had received in Happy Mail. Thank you very much. It worked out perfectly here. So here's our first paper clip with the jingle bells on it. And we made these together. A little gift tag here. Little not pocket or anything, just a little opening there for a little drawing spot and a recipe, Christmas recipe card. This got pretty chunky. Like I might have added some more to it, but you can see the first signature even. Oh, this is the first signature right here. Got pretty chunky. This whole thing looks like this. So, and that's squishing it together. So I had to kind of stop putting stuff in here. But here's the second signature. This is a piece again from the Ideals magazine that I cut out. This door I thought was so pretty. It has a little Christmas wreath on it and it's red. And so I put it there. Pocket here with another one of our clusters. The one with the Merry Christmas across it, like a little banner. This is the wallpaper tag that we made this past week with the cardinal in that pocket. So this is the more gooseberry patch. Some wrapping paper again, backed with that paper. This is more of the music. Now this one I did add this Santa Claus. I cut him out from the graphic 45 paper, I believe. Yeah, he feels like that paper. And so, yeah, there must have been something here maybe that I wanted to cover up, so I put him there. And he looks really cute there, I think. And that's a fold out. And stationery. Here's where we did some stamping. Actually, I think I might have done this after the video. I used those little stamps after all. I think I wasn't sure what I wanted to do during the video, and I waited till after and decided just to boom, 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 kind of do like that, a little border. Here's some trim here I put on this pocket, and just some odds and ends in here, you know, from my stash, little vintage bridge score sheet, some little pieces from, this is from Your Creative Studio, all of these here. So just some little fun pieces there. Another piece of, this is from a book, the children's book that I used in here. Another ruffle. Here's another one of the hinges that I used because I had to hinge those pages together. This is the computer stationery. On this one I put a little doily that I had also spritzed with some of my blue food coloring to match. And I just folded it over and glued it down there, so that just is a pretty little spot there. Stationery. On the back of this one, I put a Christmas treat bag, and this is where I put the little booklet that we made together. This little gift card book, you know, it's a gift card, you know, it's a money card or a gift card. And I had found these at Dollar Tree and just lined it with some music and put these pretty blue, these are food color dyed pages in here. And I just keep those ready. I just keep a stash of these blue pages, so whenever I decide I would like to put something different other than coffee dyed paper, I'll grab some of my colored pages. So that's what I did this time. And it just fits right into this treat bag here. Just like that. I left the strings. This is another cluster that we did together with the little corrugated Christmas trees. A fold out there. This is from a page from the Ideals magazine. Oh, this is the center, yeah. It's a cookie recipe over here, and here's the cookies. They're like, they look like Moravian cookies if you've ever had those. I never heard of them before I moved to North Carolina. Heard of Moravian cookies, and the Moravians do live in areas in North Carolina, and they're very, very prevalent here in the grocery stores at Christmas time, or they probably have them at not at Christmas time too in some grocery stores here, but really thin cookies, and they have different flavors. And these apparently are molasses, but I think my favorite are the ginger Moravian cookies. But here's 2 little charms on these strings here. And that's a fold out. Stationery. And this is, so we're on the back half here. This is that little Christmas booklet that I told you about with the retro images and things. Here's a little pocket here. I put a little, this is a little quilted piece, a heart that I had cut out. I had a quilted piece that I just cut out hearts and some other shapes and just have those here in my craft room to use whenever I want to. So that's, put one there. This is a little snowman that it was a tag, you know, to from tag. You can see the back there. And I added this little topper of fabric and a little button. And there you go. Cute little snowman tag. And then, oh, I did a stenciling. We did this together too. The stenciling of the snowflakes. So here is, here's another tab. And this is a paper clip that we did together. This is a to from tag, a vintage one. I added this little deer and a paper clip on the back. And I have a video where we made these together. In one of my recent videos in the last, probably in November sometime. Last few weeks. This is one of the little pieces I picked up in Florida, these 3 Nutcracker soldiers, and I added it there as just a decoration on that fold out. This is the wrapping paper page. Look how this the wrapping paper shows through here on the back. That green shows through those holes. I just noticed that. That looks really cute. So let's see. Okay, so this is the last page here, the cover, you know, of the second signature. This is a little tag that I showed you when I was making my tag video this past week. Oh, and this is for Lil. Here you go. I ran out of time on my cluster video. I was kind of disappointed in myself that I ran out of time because I wanted to do these. I just, you know, my camera only lets me do 32 minutes, guys. Only 32 minutes. But I actually try to keep my videos short anyway, so I don't take my time and your time, you know, save everybody a little time. But here's my little gift tag cluster. I just made it simple. I mean, you don't have to, you know, I just did it like the other ones. A piece of fabric that is pinking sheared around, a piece of that pretty lace I was using in that video. This is solid red fabric, and then just glued on. I probably stapled, or no, I think I glued the fabric and the lace together. Yeah, it feels pretty glued down there. I don't think I stapled that one. Yeah, that's very glued down. And then glued on top this little vintage to from label. There you go. You have a little writing spot and a pretty little cluster. So that's how I did those. That's for Lil because she wanted to see those, and I wanted to do them. I just didn't have any more time. I should have done them first, right? So here's the cover of the 3rd signature. This is another little pretty wreath that I cut out of. And since I didn't fussy cut, I didn't want to fussy cut this one. First you have the wreath, and you know, they're real pretty with the Christmassy bow. It's on this blue door, which is very pretty. And then so I decorated, I just punched a little, you know, decorated corners there on this to make it a little bit more fun. And then added a paper clip here. This is the bell I showed you that I had picked up at a flea market in Florida. This one has the candy canes. So you got a nice jingle from that. And I put it right here on this first page with that little teardrop paper clip. The ribbon was already on there. It came with the ribbon. And those ladies had a little craft booth set up at the flea market. So I got those in Florida. Here's another cluster here. And a tag that, this actually I received in a swap last year. And I found these in my Christmas stash. I was like, oh, this is so pretty. I get to use these this year, and so you've got one right there. A really pretty tag. So we've got, this is a page from the recipe, this book. Pretty wrapping paper page here. And these are similar to, you know, the first 2 signatures. Oh, this is where I put a belly band here. And I used that embossed ribbon that I showed you in my Thrifty Thursday. I just sewed it on top and bottom. And this is the little booklet that I made in a video on yesterday. Coffee dyed paper and 2 recipe cards. And it just makes for a cute little booklet. And I just hung it right here over and behind and over this belly band. Here's a pretty card with cookies, Christmas cookies. So some more of the same type of papers. I added some red tickets here just because they're red and that makes it Christmassy. This is a stencil we did together here. Didn't that turn out pretty? I said when I did it, I said it reminded me of an ornament, the shape of it. A pretty ornament. And then there's some little pieces in here. This is from your creative studio. A red flash card. That means Christmas. And a little tag. Now this tag is a to from tag. This is one where did I get these? Did I get this one in Florida? I think I did. And it had a silver. And I don't know, the silver just looked kind of, I don't know, it just kind of looked cheap or tacky. I don't know, it just didn't really do anything for me. So I took it off and put some red and white baker's twine on there. I thought that looked prettier and more like homey type thing or something. I don't know, more vintagey. It just looked better. So, oh, this is no, that's not the center. This is the center with the charms. Excuse me. A stocking and a candy cane. Oh, here's another cluster we've got here. And then the back half of this last signature. I've got a vintage Christmas postcard. It is written on. They used red ink. Isn't that cool? For Christmas. 1978. That's another one of my stencils there. Didn't that turn out pretty? I love the shading. And then here's a ruffle with one of our wrapped paper clips we made together with a charm. Back half of the card. This is a doily with a paper coaster here on it. On this is green sprayed, my green spray. And another tab here. Let's see, wrapping paper, a pocket here. This is the last page of the signature. And this I didn't show you. I'm going to do a video making some of these because I really love these. They just, I don't know why, but I love these. So let me just show you this page. There's a cluster here, paper clip with some bells, fun little bells, more bells. Got to have bells, right? In the Christmas journal. I'll show you this in just a second. Here's the last page. Here's the back cover. Here's the pocket I used here. You see the lace and the trim again. And then this, I have just a little journaling spot here. This was a scrap that I rounded all of the corners. And you see it just unfolds like, well, I guess it goes like this. And it's just a journaling spot. And I added one of my little punched out snowflakes as a cover decoration. And it just fits right in there very nicely. Yes, it does. Get in there. So, okay, so this little booklet goes in here. So I was inspired. I don't know. I wanted something vintagey looking to put this on. And then I was like, well, let me just make another booklet. I think I have 3 booklets in here. That's not too many. But I picked up one of my coffee dyed index cards, one of my coffee dyed doilies, and this picture. First I picked up this picture, then I picked up the other 2 pieces, and then I was like, what am I going to put this on? What am I going to do with this? So I went and got one of my brown envelopes. This is just a brown, envelope. One of these, what is it, 8x6 or 9x6, something like that. And so I put it on here as the cover. And I put it like this because this is a horizontal picture. And, I didn't want it to be sideways and it wouldn't fit like this. It would be too wide. So I just did it like this because that's the way it fit. And so then I just got some of my coffee dye paper, made some pages, and then lift this open and you have a little pocket. So it's super simple, but I think it's so cute. I just really love it. I just really love it. I don't know why, I'm telling you. I love it. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I've got a goodie pack for this person right here, which I am not going to show her in this video. It's not a lot, but there's some goodies in there. And then I'm going to send her all of the pages from this cookbook too, because I have more of these cookbooks and I don't need these pages. So I hope she has a use for these pages. And look how cute they are. These goose, if you've never seen a Gooseberry Patch cookbook, they are super cute. And you can turn the pages around and put these little, you know, holes where, because it was spiral bound. You can put the little holes on the outside and cut out the little pictures or recipes and make ephemera, and you can just do all kinds of things with these pages. So that's all going to her. And so I hope you enjoyed. I had just a ball of fun making this journal and the other one. So the other flip through will be coming up soon. And so I'll see you in my next video. I hope everyone has a great weekend and happy crafting. Thanks for watching.